Good afternoon, Delegate Green. Thank
Good
you so
afternoon.
much.
Yeah,
Thanks for making time. It's been quite a challenge getting a few minutes of your time. You've been working so hard on the floor.
we've had a busy, well, it seems like a week, but it's been a busy couple of days.
Yeah. Well, thank you again. So as you know, January is Poverty Awareness Month, and also the time when we recognize the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King. And so I'm pleased to introduce Delegate Chad Green, who serves the 69th district, which includes parts of Gloucester County, parts of James City County, parts of York County, and parts of Newport News. So a little bit here and there.
I've got a big diverse district.
You really do. So many different parts of the Virginia Peninsula. You also serve as a member of the Privileges and Elections Committee and the Education Committee, and on the subcommittees for K through 12 and then Privileges and Elections, right?
Correct.
Great, great. So very, very busy start to you for this session. So with that in mind, can you tell us from your perspective, what are some of our community's most pressing needs that you see?
Sure. I'm going to say these four things: housing, affordability, and that includes housing and just the daily life. Education is a huge one. Good quality education for our children, and public safety. Those are my big four.
Absolutely. I think whether you are what we call an Alice household, somebody who's working and struggling to make ends meet, or below that threshold, or even for folks who find themselves not in that situation, all of those things I think impact all of us in the community, regardless of our income or status. So can you share with us any specific issues or legislation that you're most looking forward to bringing to session this time?
Sure, I'll give you a couple. I'm introducing legislation for a school safety audit committee where the chief law enforcement officer would meet with the superintendent or its designee to go around to the different schools and make sure that they have a safety plan in place and a working safety plan. That'll help with safety in the schools. Also have a bill in for local government education to have that taught in the civics class. So many people, when I served on the Board of Supervisors in York, so many people came in and just really didn't understand what the local government did, what the school board did, what your state government did, what your federal legislators do. So I think that will go a long way into educating people and making better citizens. The last one goes to affordability, and I put in the bill for no tax on tips, which is picking up a lot of interest and traction. We'll see where that goes, but some of the hardest working people get tips. And I remember I introduced it one morning at the IHOP there, right down from your office. And I had so many of the servers come up and tell me how much they supported, how much a difference it would make in their lives. And they told me their individual stories from being a single dad to a single mom to just, working the third job there, trying to make ends meet. So I think taking the tax off tips would be a very good start for that.
It sounds like all that you talked about really does have a direct impact on households who are working and struggling, whether it's I'm working and my kids are going to school and I need them to be safe while they're there, or, I need to make sure that I'm earning enough to cover my monthly expenses. Is there anything else that you would like to add that has a direct and meaningful impact for the constituents that you serve, particularly those that are living paycheck to paycheck?
I'm always looking for ways to make things more affordable. The affordability issues really affect everybody. I buy groceries, I understand, and it's been hard, very, very hard last couple of years. And anything that we can do to make life more affordable, I am all for it. So.
Well, thank you. I often say where government support ends, that's where the nonprofit community can fit in. And so many households earn too much for SNAP benefits or food stamps, as they're referred to. And so our food pantries have been overwhelmed with need over the last year. And so anything that all of us can do to make sure that folks have healthy food, can afford their rent. I love how much all of us are working together to achieve the same, we're working towards the same goals. So with that, one last question. You've had quite a wonderful start already in these last couple of days, really making some progress in the legislation. This is your second or third year?
Second term of I should say second session.
Second session, previously serving on the Board of Supervisors in York County. So in all of your leadership experience and your service to the community, is there a quote that comes to mind that you'd like to share that means something to you?
It's always the right time to do the right thing, Dr. King.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for making time through all of the busyness of being in session. And I'm really looking forward to sharing this with our community. Thank you so much, Delegate Green.
Absolutely. And thank you for all the hard work that you do and all the great things that the United Way does and all the people that you help. You really do great work, and so proud to support you over the years.
I appreciate it so much.